Hi everyone, sorry, there wasn't enough time left in that one video. So basically, where I was left off at was just kind of going over just supply items for anyone who is a hybrid student. So basically, since they are going to be sitting in their own individualized area, um, I'm just requesting that if your child is coming to school on Mondays and Tuesdays during hybrid, I suggest labeling and sending your child in with spare clothes, like if they have an accident or make a mess out of lunch, since they are going to be eating lunch in the classroom, and additional mask just to keep in their individualized basket, just because Nurse Miller is amazing, but there is only one of her, and she is very busy, just kind of keeping up to date to make sure that everyone is abiding by the COVID regulations. She also administers medications for students who are returning. So I just really suggest that if you are sending your child, just to make sure that they are coming with a change of clothes. Um, Looking into a couple of other things too, as I was saying in the last video, since a lot of our friends have never been to our school building before and, are just new to coming to school in general, I do suggest that giving your child a little label or a name tag would be very helpful. So that way, when they're coming into the main lobby, they know like there's other support staff at the front that will be administering and supporting with arrival. Also, to parents, we are operating on a very different schedule. It's not all right, it's time for school, let's all go into the building. That's not how it's going to operate. It's going to look very, very different. So, sending your child in wearing a name tag would be very, very helpful, considering that a lot of you are not going to be able to enter the building. Also, too, they are going to be eating lunch in the classroom. So, if your child is coming to school, we will have lunch provided for them. On March 15th, remember, ours on March 21st, our schedule is going to change. So, it's not going to be an early dismissal. The whole hybrid. It starts early dismissal, and then as time goes on with hybrid, that's when they will be able to bring in a snack. Since we'll have that full day of school, they'll be able to have an allotted snack time. Since our cafeteria is closed, students are not going to be eating lunch in the cafeteria, which means that the cafeteria will not be offering any a la carte items like ice cream, chips. So if you are choosing to have your child bring their own lunch, I suggest bringing their own snack items as well, since they cannot buy them at our school. It is a pandemic that we are all still living in, and um, since they will be wearing a mask while in the building, in their classroom, all day in school, except for lunch, I suggest also kind of bringing additional masks if you have those as well. Looking into some of the resources that are very helpful for all of you. Just some of the information or numbers, and this is for either virtual friends or hybrid students as well. If you are if you come in contact with COVID, or you want more information about any of this is the number that you can call. It's the Baltimore County COVID hotline. I know that we have seen a crazy year with computers, and you might have a child of yours might be dealing with computer issues as well. So, with that being said, this is the technology helpline or help desk through Baltimore County. Middlesex Elementary, our phone number is right here. So, if you need to call or discuss something, that's the number that you can reach out to. BCPS 1 support. Since the ransomware attack, we did have BCPS 1 was revamped. And if you are having difficulties with accessing anything on the BCPS 1 website, you can always give this phone number a call as well. If you are just interested, or want to know what's going on for lunch, which your child, if they are returning hybrid, will get a menu. This is that number for the food and nutrition services as well. If your child is hybrid and you're a bus rider, and they're a bus rider, this is the transportation resuscitation number. Sometimes people move, and if you need to figure out, a new bus or how they're going to get to school, that's a good resource to have. Also, too, Nurse Miller, our amazing nurse at Middlesex Elementary, this is her personal email. So again, like I had mentioned before in the other video, she is definitely, constantly making sure that COVID guidelines are being maintained. So she's juggling a lot of different things with this hybrid format too, to make sure that everyone stays safe and healthy. And my personal cell phone number is down here as well. So if you guys ever need me or need to get in touch about anything, don't ever hesitate to use this number to reach out and call me, okay? And as mentioned, these are just some of the daily home screening for students and staff. Since Baltimore County schools are not going to do temperature checks as they enter the school building, I cannot stress this enough. If your child wakes up one morning and they're not feeling well and you give them Tylenol and you think the great thing to do is to send them to school, please keep in mind that we have to be very mindful of everyone in the building, other students, families. Even though it's not a full return of kids to school, just know that everyone, has family members, and, they may be dealing with, family members who are, have other health diagnosis and stuff like that. So just please keep in mind, just sending your kid to school while they're sick, it's not safe by any means, especially when we're still currently living in this national pandemic. And that's another thing too. If you guys do come in contact with anyone COVID, like say someone in the home gets COVID and you send your child to school, the school nurse will definitely, you can notify her about that, because quarantine will have to happen. Because just remember, just because that you come in contact or someone close or someone in the household that has it, but you feel great, people still can be carriers to that. And we just want to be mindful of everyone in the building, because we don't want, we've come a long way to kind of get to this path where we are now, and we don't want to have it all come to a stop and figure out how long it's going to take to get back to full swing. So just be mindful of all of that as well. So so that's just pretty much all of those resources and all of the information for those updated schedules. And as I mentioned, I will send all of those out individually to everyone's email, and I will also add them to our Schoology homeroom page. And I will also be reaching out to individual families as the week goes on as well. So that way, if anyone has any questions or concerns, I'm here for you. So friends, I just really appreciate you guys being flexible and understanding all of these changes. I know it was a lot of information that just got thrown your way, but you know what? Come March, it's going to be a new format for us all. So here we go. Bye, guys.